I don't think there's a better example of a manufactured reality than advertising. In ads, everything is intentional. It's all designed, constructed, or contrived, from the aesthetics and emotions, the feel, to the intent, why it exists. The people producing these ads want you to see yourself in them, not necessarily who you are, but who you want to be, so you relate to the message, you identify with what you're seeing, you trust or believe in it, and when you've formed that bond, you open your wallet. You are being sold an idea, a feeling to be sold something else, like a product, service, ideology, or even a memory. That is what we're going to be talking about today on the Videocast, how advertisements and commercials have informed our perception of the past. We'll be looking at a bunch of examples, older commercials, some different techniques companies use to manipulate nostalgia, and how it's all been used to sell us on the past. As always, I am your host Brian. Patreon.com/PixPortraits is how you can support us here. Should have a new video up there next week exploring the idea of time sickness, feeling out of place, out of time. $5 get you access to that and over 100 other videos, as well as digital copies of my book, The Nostalgia Economy. You can also get physical copies, like, comment, share, follow us on Blue Sky. All of that helps. Now, I've always found advertising fascinating. I have a sort of love-hate relationship with it. I don't think it's inherently evil, but some of the methods used are extremely deceptive. Companies prey on our emotions heavily. They want us to feel, to get invested, and so often what you are seeing isn't what the product is or does. It's an emotion or a vibe that appeals to us that we then associate with whatever's being sold. Most ads aim to make you feel good. You don't see many sad people in commercials, at least they're not sad for very long. In short, advertising creates a world that is perfect, desirable, but in no way real. A lot of effort goes into finding out what makes people want. There are focus groups around public opinion, surveys on what people like about certain things, what they don't like, market research. This feedback informs everything from the music that is used in ads, to the colors, to whether a product will exist at all. Obviously, social media and our modern world has altered this greatly. It used to be something you'd opt into and got paid for. You'd go into a boardroom and more or less be interviewed about different products. Now it's all automated, built into the terms and conditions. The amount of consumer data available now is wild. Everything you do is tracked. Companies know not only if you click on their ad, but how long you stare at it. Even if you don't click on it, that's still an interaction. They also know what else you buy, when you buy it, how you buy, your consumer habits. Do you shop late at night after you visit this website or talk to this person? An entire profile has been made on you that is sold between companies and used to sell you more. Algorithms are good at predicting the kind of things you want to see or buy based on this profile or what people similar to you are engaging with. We talked about demographics and nostalgia recently. This is very much an extension of that video. It doesn't matter who you are or what your experience is. Everyone is susceptible to advertising to some degree. The past is a powerful marketing tool because, like advertising, the past is perfect. Our experiences have been filtered and processed so much, edited, curated, that when they become memories, we convince ourselves things were better than they are now. Regardless of your age, things were better back in your day, when you were young, when you were a kid. This repeats every generation. That's the belief, and it makes it easier to sell us something. It is a transactional relationship. Mostly, it's your money that's wanted. Sometimes it's your feelings, your mind. People are very emotional, and it's not always a product or service that is being sold. After all, advertising was developed as propaganda in peacetime. The same techniques are used, and the desire to return to the past, the good old days, is a strong motivating factor, whether they existed or not, and whether that is really what's being sold, because you can't go back. This platform is full of compilations of commercials from the 1950s through the 2000s and beyond. Scroll through the comments and you will see people saying the same thing. I miss this so much. I want to go back. Things used to be better. Multiple generations, over half a century of experiences, all feeling the same way for different things in different times. Everyone can't be wrong, and they aren't. Nostalgia and experience are subjective, and we have all made up our own visions of the past in our minds, again, edited. Now, I'm not saying these memories are made up or that they didn't happen, but they have been altered throughout time and greatly informed by media. Many of us have lost the tangible items from our childhood, but we can still watch commercials for them. People have thankfully saved these, uploaded and shared them. You might not have these toys anymore, or family photos or videos, so these commercials that have been preserved come to represent your experiences. You remember them, you love them, it doesn't matter that it's manipulative, just made for money, or that life really wasn't like this. This is how you remember it. Just like when you were younger, you still see yourself in these commercials, you see your friends, your family, but instead of the product itself, it's the time you want back. No amount of money can buy that. That doesn't mean companies won't try to sell it to you. The past that didn't exist is still very marketable and will only continue increasing in value the further we get away from it. Anyway, let me know what you think. What are some commercials that have stayed with you? What represent your experiences? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, share, become a patron if you can, read The Nostalgia Economy. That's it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, everybody.